again, here we are. It is core patch day. We are doing a patch day stream. It is a cactus themed stream because we have a bunch of new cactus assets that have just arrived in the core editor, including cactus materials, which I'm really excited about. So I have put them all in my scene here, and we're going to play with them. And if you are in the Discord and you would like to post something, it will show up on my screen in the little corner, and we'll make it bigger and we can look at it together. And that'll be fun. Okay, so check it out. What do we have here? I have taken them and I have kind of organized them a little bit. These are our materials. This over here, I'm pressing F to center this in my screen. These are the little, what are the names of them? They have names. Barrel cactus. These are the barrels, right? What's this called? Yeah, barrel small. This is saguaro large. The saguaro's over here. And these are the pear, like prickly pears. And this is like a medley little combination of them. Now, my first thought is these flowers are freaking cute. I really like them. And I'm wondering if, okay, so there is a material on here. Interesting. And there's a spike material as well. Okay, so here is what we could do. If we were like, these flowers are sick. I really like these flowers, right? These ones maybe. And Chompigator, let me know how the music levels sound. It sounds fine to me. Chompigator, if you have an idea, do it. Make something and then put it in the Discord. We'll put it on the screen and it'll be fun. No, these cacti are like really inspiring me right now. Okay, so. Yes, I was thinking about that too. Like the nice ridgy kind of thing. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be really interesting. First of all, let's see what. So I wonder what this looks like with just a basic material on it. So we can really see the shape of it, okay? All right, so yeah, the material, the cactus material looks like it has kind of ridges on it. But also the actual shapes themselves have ridges on them. Now, I was thinking if we take this basic material, okay, first of all, what's something that's really useful to do with shapes that have kind of like multiple elements to them, because here we have the cactus shape, like the plant shape, the like succulents. We have flowers, which are very cute, and we also have spiky spines on them. So I was thinking if I were to take this basic cactus and I was going to make it invisible material, then all we have left are the flowers and these little spikies, right? So if I were to take the spikies and I were to make those invisible material, right? Then all I have are the flowers. So that's good. There's a lot of reasons why you might want that, right? So you might, like, you can use these. My camera is covering some things on my screen. So you can use these, like, let's move these to the origin. Let's move these to the center. I'm going to use this, oh, here, let me put there. I put, now I'm highlighting my cursor so you all can see it better. Okay, so I'm going to move this cactus to the origin. I'm going to move it. I'm going to take this little revert to default. I'm going to put it at 0, 0, 0, center it with F. Okay, so this is our thing. Maybe I'll move some of these away so that I can see my little friends here better. Oh, I just moved the ground. Can I lock this? Should I lock the terrain? We have a lot of cacti in this. Should I put them in a group? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll just put them all in a group so that we can just get rid of them. I'll lock this terrain. Okay. Now, I'm going to move my cacti away here. No, we're in group select mode. Get out of group select mode. Pressing C to get us into object select mode. All right, cool. Now, check it out. We have these flowers, right? And then we can make them big so we can see them better. Now, if you wanted these flowers, what you could do is you could just, instead of having them be cactus flowers, you could come over here. See, I put my camera is in front of my core objects here, and I can't really see them. No, I'm really excited about these flowers. Okay, check it out, okay? So we could just get grass tall, and we could put we could get some grass and put it on the ground, right? There we go. See, often core will kind of separate things out for us. And it's interesting that they chose, yeah, see, so it's like this almost looks like California poppies, honestly. These, it's my favorite flower. Okay, so sometimes core separates things out. If you remember when we got our mushrooms, we got like the mushroom tops and the mushroom stems were all very, like, you know, separated from each other. But this time we have to kind of separate it out ourselves. We have to make parts of them invisible and stuff, which is fine. But yeah, so this is my first idea that I got in my head, was that you can create your own plants by using these flowers, and we don't really have a lot of we don't have that much foliage in core, and we don't have that many flowery kind of things. So we could also change the color override on these. We can make them yellow. Ooh, okay, I like that. Damn, that's nice. We could also go in here and, oops, whoops. Okay, we could also go in here and we could change, we could create a custom material. Let's get out of here. We could also come in here and we could create a custom material for this color here. So we could create, we get to choose the colors. We could make it, oh wow, okay, make it yellow. And then we could make this like a blue. That'd be kooky. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow, okay. So maybe I like make them like a purpley blue. Dang, I'm happy about this. This is real neat. Okay, this is fun. We got some fun. Got some fun stuff here. Okay, so this is an example of something that we could do. Maybe make the subsurface scattering blue. Does that make a difference? What are the other properties on here? Emissive boost. Oh, it has an emissive boost. It has an emissive boost. Holy heck. Yeah, Chompigator says I'll take any extra flowers I can get. Yeah, same here. Okay, so this is something that's really important that we just found out, was that the flowers on the cactus have an emissive boost. You can make them glow. That's amazing. I'm very happy about that. Do they move? Disturb distance, wind intensity. We can make them move with the wind, maybe? I don't think that's doing anything, honestly. I don't believe it. That's a lie. Whatever. Disturb distance. Now, does that mean when we walk into it? Okay. Now, let's see what happens if we... First of all, I'm going to take a picture of this and put it in the Discord just so y'all can see what I mean by this. By the Discord. Ooh, I want the sun, the nice sunset to be in this. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, so classy. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in this channel so that I'm showing you what I mean by the idea of posting in the Discord. Check it out. So I post this. When I put it in the Discord, and then you can see it in the corner, right? Like, it's really cute. Okay, so look, watch. Now, this is, let's make it, I know Chompigator said that they have an idea, so maybe we'll see Chompy in here later. Yes, I am a very collaborative artist. And I run into trouble because I just want everybody to, I just want audience participation all the time. I just want everybody to participate with me, and I gotta get a lot more famous if I want a lot of that. Yeah, your girl's gotta get more famous. I do have a tutorial that's coming out soon, though. It's gonna be exciting. Who just put a frown on it? Don't put a frown. Or whatever. Someone. I'm a perfectionist. Chompigator says I'm a perfectionist, but maybe this is going to be good practice to make something quicker. Yes! Sometimes, if you make stuff, sometimes making stuff quick can actually be a really good creativity Can be like a really good creativity unblocker, because you don't have to be perfect. You can just do fun stuff, do what you want. And yeah, sometimes going fast is good. There's like I think it's like a Buddhist thing, and I think it's also something that the beat poets liked back in the 60s or whatever. It was an idea: first thought, best thought. Just go with the first thing that you thought, go with the first idea, and don't think too hard about it. And I think about it a lot. I'm like, yeah, first thought, best thought. So yeah, go for it. First thought, best thought. Okay, so this is sick. I'm really excited about this. What if we make this like a little bit of a different color? Oh my gosh, this is so magical. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, copy parameter, color. I'm going to go back in here and paste the color. This is classy. Okay, this would be like a fairy forest vibe. Let's grab, I did put my camera right. Bronze, what are you doing? Bronze is posting in the channel. God damn it. Can you not hear me? Ugh. My audio sounds bad. Okay, let's see if we can, let's unplug it and plug it back in. Can you hear me? Does it sound better? No? Here, can you hear me now? Does it sound better? Does it sound better now? Hello? But yeah, it's kind of potato-y. That's fun. Wow, that's exciting. I don't have any other mics, guys. Check your OBS. All right, hey. Okay, check what should it be say? I don't have any other mics. So what mic would it be using? All right, let's look in my. What a fun time. All right, let's see. Check your OBS. Check in the mic. Okay, desktop audio, mic auxiliary. Properties? Maybe the properties, maybe? Default. Mic. Okay, see if this is better. Does this sound better? Check your OBS. Let me know in the chat if this sounds any better. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Okay. Thank you, BronzeSword. It's very nice to have a professional streamer come into the chat and give me some advice, because Bronze knows what's up. Okay, so this is what we've created. We've created kind of like a fairy fantasy flowers here. You never knew you could have those, huh? And look, we could take these. If we take the little flowers out, there's so much we can do with just the flowers. We have barely done anything here. So I'm going to duplicate these, and I'm going to kind of spin them around so that we can have more flowers, right? And I could actually change the override color on these ones and make them a little different from the other ones, so that there's some variation in there. Isn't that fun? Make them, maybe make them like hot pink. So now we have like a couple different colors within here. And if I make him yellow? No? Okay, fine. All right, yeah. I'll watch the VOD and I'll get it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that fun thing that I've been doing with YouTube that I wasn't able to do with Twitch, which is where I can just go cut the whole beginning out of a stream. Like the part where I'm messing up and stuff in the VOD, I get to like actually go back and I can go back and edit VODs. So I just chop the first like 15 minutes off where I'm just being like, hey, what's going on? Ah, things are broken. I'm trying to do stuff. Complaining about whatever happened right before the stream, how I'm in a bad mood or whatever, yelling at people. I just cut that part out. Anyway, so this is what I've created. Is this like adorable little fairy experience here, right? And then I feel like what it really needs are fairy dots. And again, I have positioned my camera directly in front of my core library, so it's hard to see what's happening. But I think the camera angle is better. It's just I can't see anything. God damn. Let's move this here, I guess. All right. Okay. Okay, so we did 3D objects. We want fairy dots. Fairy dot volume, right? Put it there. Could have put this in a group and I didn't, so screw that. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna put this back where it was before. Okay. So now we've got a fairy dot volume to make it fairy vibes. Who knew that we were gonna get fairy forest vibes out of the, you know, out of this Western experience with these cacti, right? And I think let's grab a hill. I'm gonna duplicate this grass, Control W, and I'm going to change the mesh out for a hill. And then we can just have like a nice little hill, just a little space, a little spot here. Let's give it a grass material. Yeah, and then you can see this is just an example of like a nice little something you can do with just the yeah, just the flowers. Now I wonder what happens if we... Okay, first of all, I should have put this in a group and I did not. So that's my fault. Now I can't even find my cactus. I can't even grab them because I don't even know where they are. I just wanted to see... Alright, let's grab these. Okay, so this is here, cactus barrel. Let's put it in a group. Control G, fairy flowers. Okay. Then we're going to take it out of there. Put the fairy dot volume in there. What about these? These belong in fairy flowers. And these belong in fairy flowers. I should have organized this better to begin with. But it's never too late. Whatever. Alright. Okay. So, now if I take these cactus and I bring back the thorns, right? Because I made the thorns invisible. So what if I made the thorns a different material? What if I made them advanced material? Okay. What if I made them advanced material and we create a custom material from the advanced material? And we do have a bunch of little spikies. Now I could see these spikies being very useful for a lot of things. We just rip these things apart, right? And create new stuff. So if we take the I want to change the distortion. Okay, interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's very interesting. All right, I'm gonna grab one of these and move it out of this so that we can see it better. All right. So when I took the spikes and I changed them to, I changed them to advanced material. Here, let's actually get rid of the flowers now. Okay, so I got rid of the flowers, and now all we have here are the spikies, and I have changed them into advanced material. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know. Does anyone have an idea about what this could be? Like, what could we do with this? Like, I feel like there is a vibe here, but I don't know. Not sure what it's for. Metallic? Ooh, okay. So I'm feeling like kind of like a gem vibe, kind of. I think it's pretty cool, but like, not sure what you would do with it. Super hot. You put a rock in the middle. Yeah, we could do that. No, I don't know that game. There's a game called Super Hot. What's that about? All right, well, if we keep distorting it, it becomes this, which is interesting. If we go back down, But we could put a rock in it. I think that might be interesting. I think that we might be onto something. Chompigator might be onto something with that. So maybe we'll just make it like this. Okay, let's just duplicate it. I'm gonna take it, put it outside of this. Duplicate it. I'll put it in a group. I'm gonna call it Geo. Yeah, I'll call it Geode. I call it Guide. I spelled it wrong. Alright, and then we're gonna put a rock in here. So I'm gonna Control W. I'm duplicating it. I'm gonna replace the mesh with a rock. Let's use this one. And we'll put the material, like just a rock material, right? I don't know. Cliff. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what happens if we take this and we stretch it? Okay, if we stretch it, that's not quite what how I thought it would behave. But yeah, something's happening. I'm not sure. We want it to be inside of it. Now, what if we had... What if instead of this rock, what if we did something with terrain? Ugh, that's a whole thing. I feel like I am always in trouble when I try to do stuff with terrain, but we could try it. Sculpt. If we're talking about like a cave kind of vibe. Trying to build like a cave situation here. You get it? I might be making a mistake. But I should have just made a big... Stop it. I could... Okay. Stop. I don't want it to be 2D brush size, stride, fall off. Surface. Yeah, but I don't want it to be 2D brush. Oh, maybe I want it to be bigger. That's why. Okay. We're trying to build... Now, it just keeps coming... I need a terrain master to help me out here. I'm just... terrain is difficult. I always get intimidated by terrain. I'll tell you that. Alright. Whatever. Okay. Now, what if we created a little cave in here? Am I right? Maybe create a little cave in here. Make it smaller. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we created a cave. Super Hot is James Bond kind of shooting game where the enemies are glass and they shatter dramatically like that. Yeah, it could be interesting. I was thinking about that. The idea of if you had that thing and then you changed the size of it, if you had something in a script that like changed the size of it, it would look like it was exploding. And so I know we have damageable objects, but that would be another way to make something look like it was exploding, which is kind of interesting. All right, so here is this, and I have put it inside of this cave, right? Maybe that's an idea, right? It's all kind of floating. I'll just make a bunch of copies of it. When all else fails, when you're confused, just make a bunch of copies of stuff, right? I don't know how useful this is. Oh, here, let's turn off casting shadows. Okay. Okay, so this is an example of this. This is an example of that. I think there are probably easier ways to achieve what I'm doing here. I don't know if this is actually good. Terrain is really hard. Honestly, terrain is really hard. I feel like it's very unruly. All right. Cool. So here's an example of something that you can do, I guess. If we come in here, if we do terrain, I do like terrain painting. So maybe we can add another, oops, that was a mistake. Let's make that, edit materials. Sand. Okay, we're bringing back to sand. But if we make terrain, create new terrain. Why is this happening to me? Sand. Okay, so we're back to sand. And we want the side of it. Okay, that's fine. And we'll make it, we'll do this material. Material 1. Material 2, we'll make it, should we make it that? Should we make it, okay, fine. Okay, so if we make this... See, so I'm painting the inside of the cave. I was going to paint it like black so that it would be spooky. Is that a good idea? Maybe not. I would say maybe not. Maybe it's not a good idea. Copy. Paste. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Alright, so here's an example of a cave with this stuff in it. It's fine. It's okay, I guess. Alright. What would happen if we spawned here? Oh, look, we're in our little area here. Cool. This will be better if we turn off cast shadows. And then here's our little cave where we tried to put the spikies. And not great. I don't know about that. I don't know if I did that in a good way, but this is good. This works out good. And it'll be even better if we come in here. When you make something invisible, it is usually you're gonna want to turn off the shadows, right? So now there's no shadows, it looks better. Alright, so there's an example. Here's another example, trying to do something interesting with the thorns. Pretty cool. Let's see. So we've messed around with our flowers. And we have made stuff invisible. Let's see what happens. What if we take this little friend? Let me know if anyone else has any ideas about what we should do here, but I see this little friend. So if we wanted to, we could use this for just one single flower. If we just deleted the cactus part and it made it invisible, but we could also make the flower invisible. Okay. And then we just have this little guy with the spikies, and we could also make the spikies invisible. No. Okay, invisible. Okay, so I took away the spikes, and now we just have this. And let's see what happens if we put a basic material on it just to see the shape of it. What just happened? What just happened? Where did my cactus go? Huh? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's put it at the... Let's take it out of this group. Let's put it at the origin. Okay, let's move our little fairy flower out of the way now. Okay, so now here we got this thing. Let's make it big. Okay. And let's put just a basic material on it so we can really get the idea of the shape of it. Basic material. Okay, so this is an interesting shape. These kind of shadow things are sort of weird. I don't know what that's about, but you know. I'm gonna do Alt and left click so I can orbit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's definitely a use for this kind of thing. Did anyone have any ideas? We can stretch it out. We can do interesting stuff with it. Let's see what happens if we change. Okay, so we can make it like, this looks like a watermelon. Okay, we can also make it like this. So that's almost like a flower, like a little star. That's cute. I like that. I could see someone, I could see myself having a use for that. Okay, this is kind of pretty. I could see this being, maybe you could use this for like an embellishment on some sort of, oh look, we've got a Chompigator. Chompigator made a cupcake! All right, let's make this a little bigger. Yeah, so that's using a cactus for frosting, right? Did you make the spikies invisible for that? I want to do that. I'm gonna try to use this thing for frosting now. How did you make it have a little point at the top? Did you add a shape to it to do that? Interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep this, we'll keep this in the corner. All right. Whoa, interesting. All right. Okay. All right, we'll put this in the corner, and then let's try to make a cupcake too. Teardrop added to the top. Okay. My tutorial that I'm going to be releasing soon, that I was just working on, just putting some finishing touches on today, is how to make a cupcake. So then they come out with something right after I finish my tutorial that would have made my cupcake even better. It's too late though. All right, so yeah, we definitely have like these nice ridges. And we could do something with that, definitely. Like, I like Chompigator put this in a group. We'll call it frosting. So Chompigator put, hard to say I'm getting a good bready material. I used sand in my my tutorial, but I've also seen people use cheese because it has little holes in it. All right. Okay, so here is this. All right, let's put, Chompigator put a horn on the top of it. A teardrop on the top of it. I was thinking horn. I'm gonna do a teardrop and then I'm gonna switch it to a horn. All right. We can, all right, let's go into our basic shapes and we can just try dragging a bunch of stuff onto this mesh. It would be kind of fun, right? What happens if we do this? Oh, wait. Control Z. We have to duplicate it. We duplicated it. Alright. Here is a shape. You know what? This is like whipped cream. Ooh, it's like whipped cream. We could put it on like a milkshake or something. So we need this material is kind of like... Alright, that's not quite what I'm looking for, right? Let's see what the teardrop is what Chompigator did here. So position, rotation. Just the rotation of this thing. Huh? Okay. Okay. Now to me, this thing looks like it's a little off center. I think maybe the cactus is just like a little bit irregular naturally. This is something we can also do. We can also use material to make this look, yeah, this actually works pretty well. We could also try this teardrop. So that makes it a little bit more poofy. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We could also use this teardrop. Yeah, that works pretty well. Okay, I think that it looks like that's basically almost exactly what Chompigator did. So it does work pretty well. And then I wanted to see what it would work, how it would look if we had like kind of a, one of these horns, you know? So it's like a little bit goofy. Right? It's not quite doing what I want it to do. Although this looks like a pumpkin. This looks like a pumpkin.
Alright, then now it's a pumpkin. We're just gonna go with this. This is now a pumpkin. So, let's give it pumpkin material. Don't we have a pumpkin material? Oh, you have to grab a pumpkin. Alright. Should we just use the cactus? Okay. Huh? Alright, but what if we made it like an orange color? That's actually, wow, that looks like a pumpkin, am I right? Kind of. Okay. I'm gonna call this, but core actually does have pumpkins, so you don't really need to do this, honestly. But we're doing it anyway. Okay. Tiling. Oh, interesting. Okay. Something interesting is happening. What if I did that? Whoa. That's weird. Gradient color. Do we want a gradient? Okay, anyway, this is a pumpkin. What if we put a stump here? I don't know. I don't think that's that great. Whatever. Copy, paste. Alright, well, here's a pumpkin. It's fine. They're easy meringues. Yeah, definitely, like, yeah. I think that I'm not sure about my pumpkin. I feel like it's, like, okay, but it's not that great. I don't know. It's, like, a stylized kind of thing, right? But I think that the sweets angle for this, making sweets, I think it might be even better than making a pumpkin. As much as the pumpkin, as fun as the pumpkin is. Let's compare it to Core's actual pumpkin. Okay. Oh wait, I don't want my project content there. You know, where's my core content? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get used to this. I put my, oh, help me. Oh my goodness. Ooh, what if we do snap camera? What if we put my wings on? Ooh, let's do some fun filters. Check it out. We're gonna go change my camera output to snap camera. Okay, that's good. Then we're gonna do filters because it's fun. Isn't that fun? Wow, I love it. What's a good thing, like a cowboy hat? Wow, that's perfect. Wow, this is exactly what we needed. Wow, and this one is fuzzy. Wow, excellent. What about this one? We have to decide which one's best, okay? So far, I like this one the best. This is a more realistic option here. Not good. Not great. This one, definitely pretty cute. Very Barbie kind of vibe here. Like that. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Oh, hell yeah. This one has like a little thing. Doesn't that look cool? And here's a frog hat. No, it's green, so it gets keyed out. Alright. I like this one. This one makes me feel fancy. So which should I do? Should I do that one or should I do this one? Or this one? We're just taking a break from actually doing doing a stream. And now we're doing this. Oh, what's this? This one is cow print. Ooh, very nice. All right. I think this one's pretty good. It like actually looks like it's attached to me. Like, I feel like this one's like pretty realistic. Wow, incredible. Okay. I look so cool right now. Okay, now, what about this one though? No, this one is weird. Did it make my face taller? Okay. We're gonna go with this one. This one is sick. Alright. Wow. Glad that we got that. Glad that we got that covered. Okay. Okay, and I was also going to add a window for my core content because I accidentally deleted my core content window. Not smart. Okay. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Oh no. What happened? Okay. Cool. Oh, what if I put my core content here? And then it's lower, and then it's not underneath my camera. Okay, cool. But then you can't see it. Okay, underneath this thing. We're figuring it out. We're in a figuring it out phase for this. Okay. Wow, I love this hat. Okay. I lost my core content again. Oh no. All right. We'll get it back. Ooh, mandalas with the squished cacti duplicated around. And is that like a emissive opaque material? All right. Chompy, I love that you're participating in this because it's really fun to have some stuff that's not just mine in there. Okay, window. Core content. No, where is it? Window. Core content. Put it back here. Okay. Move this. We don't need that. We actually don't need community content right now, I don't think. We just kind of don't need that window. Anyway. Okay. Alright. I forgot. There was something important that I was going to do. Oh, I was going to grab... Okay. First of all, let's look at this. Let's check this thing out. We have... mandalas with squished cacti duplicated around. I could definitely see. Wow, how many is that? How many are in there? How many cacti are in there? To me it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. To me it looks like 4. But I may or may not be right with that. Okay. Cool. Nice to see. All right. Now the next thing that I was going to do was we were doing a cupcake. I have created this pumpkin and I keep saying I'm gonna do this, but I keep forgetting. I think we're gonna grab a pumpkin from core content. All right, so here's the pumpkin that core has provided us with. And here's the pumpkin that I have created. So, you know, similar but different. This is if you maybe wanted a more stylized pumpkin, and this is if you wanted a more realistic pumpkin, maybe. But, you know, I would say that's a recognizable pumpkin. And so that's good. All right. Okay. Now, we did have the idea of sweets. We basically have a meringue here. Let's move our pumpkins. Oh, this is called a pumpkin. Okay, so we can move this. And this, we can move this out of the way. All right. This thing, this is our frosting. Okay. So we should maybe make this into a cupcake like we said we were going to. When I made my cupcake, in my, when I made my cupcake in my tutorial, what I did was I used a truncated cone for the cup. So I'm gonna grab a truncated cone. Okay. And let's scale it normal. Turn on grid snapping with G. Alright, turn off grid snapping, grid shapping. Okay, so now we have the cup for the cupcake. And I'm gonna duplicate that again. And we're gonna put a sphere. Okay. And that can be our cake. That's awesome. Yeah, this is something that would have been nice to know about when I did my tutorial. Alright, so then we can put, I was just gonna put sand. No? I'll just put sand. It's not perfect. Sand is fine. Sand is alright. I think it works. And then we'll give this, maybe we should try this new ridge cactus material, right? And I think that's what Chompy did. Oh no, that's an interesting material on the cupcake there. Huh. I'm gonna do this new ridged cactus. New cactus material. Create a custom material. Let's give it like a blue. 2 different colors of blue, maybe. Blue and like a purpley. That'd be fun. And we can change the tiling. No? So not... Okay, smart materials. Alright. This is interesting. Okay. Alright, so we can use this to create stripes. This cactus material, you can use it to create some kind of interesting wobbly stripes. I think that's pretty fun. I like that. Tiling. Yeah, this is a pretty good material. This is a fun one. We could rotate it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. And we could give it a gradient. So that's pretty fun. I do like that. If we make the gradient fall off 0, then it just creates like a line, which is fun. Roughness multiplier. Okay, so we could make it, we could take the roughness all the way down. And that will make it like metallic, like shiny. And we could even maybe make it like a negative. Negative, if we override it, make it a negative 10, it doesn't make a difference. Invert metallic. Oh, now it's metallic. Ooh, did you see that? Now that is an interesting material. It looks like a shiny cupcake. Like the cupcake tin, like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Gradient. So this is all very dark now. Should we turn up the oh, okay, now it's like it's glowing. Huh. If you turn up the subsurface scattering all the way, it makes it almost like have no shadows on. Interesting. Okay. Whatever. I think we should make this. Is there an albedo? No, we can't change the albedo. It's really good for the cupcake liner. Oh, I forgot that I'm wearing this hat. Wow, this is incredible. I look amazing. Oh my goodness. I think some of these Snapchat filters have like a face smoothing effect. Getting rid of my 32-year-old wrinkles. That's alright. Alright, yeah, no, this actually works very well. But it's like, it's also like very dark, so I wanted to like maybe make this a little bit lighter. Let's see what happens if I do that. Yeah, I love this. This works very, very well. Yeah, it's hilarious because I literally just finished editing a tutorial for how to make a cupcake without these things. Same age, yes. 32, you know who else is the same age? Bronze knows. I don't know if Bronze is still here. I'll let the chat guess, and then I'll tell you. A celebrity a very important celebrity who is also 32, like me and Chompy. I'll give you a minute. All right, so now it has like a little lip on it, right? Or what I did in my tutorial is I changed this mesh. Swapping meshes is so useful. And I changed it to a ring beveled. And then I just kind of stretch that out a little bit. And it just gives it like a little lip. That's not really what cupcake tins look like exactly, but it doesn't matter because it's just a vibe. We're just going for vibes. Always, right? Sick. Yeah, it's Tay Tay. Did you know that offhand or did you have to look it up? It's very important to know Taylor's birthday. Okay, so this is like a nice little thing, right? It works. Yeah, I mean it definitely works. This is a cupcake tin. Okay. I feel like the gradient kind of messed it up though. Let's get rid of the gradient. Oh my god, it's beautiful! What? I cannot believe it. I'm gonna have to make a whole other cupcake tutorial. Yeah, I just know you like your notes. Yeah, I was dropping hints. Okay. That's incredible. Let's see what we can do with this frosting. Let's see if we can give it a different material. What do we think is a good material for frosting? I do like that mushroom gills. I do bark dead. That might be interesting. Ew, gross. Basic. Birch leaves. Interesting. Shiny. Ooh, it's so shiny. I love it. Huh. Interesting. Kind of interested in that. What about, What about, those mushroom gills that we love so much? We could do the lantern. Let's see. Paper lantern is what I used in my tutorial that I made. Let's see what happens with mushroom gills. Create custom material. White. And then, see, I'm not sure about that. That's not... I don't think I like it. What if I rotate it? I don't think it's right. Because I think this is also like putting all this material, putting like all of this, it's not, maybe. But I feel like it's kind of competing with this really nice, ridges on this thing. I don't know. Let's try something else. Let's try, I mean, I think this is an option, honestly. Oh, it's like, it's weirdly, these are, these need to be, there. Chompigator has hatched another idea. Okay, so here's some frosting. It's fine. I'm still not sure about that. I feel like it should be a white, like an actual white. Also, we can get our spikies back. And maybe they'll just be sprinkles, right? Ever think of that? Alright. Let's get our spikes back. And we'll make them, car paint advance. Okay, so this is a spiky cupcake. Do we like that? What if we made it, one of these materials that has like some, No. We could make it advanced material. Yeah, maybe we should make it advanced material. What about these grates? I'm sitting on my foot and it hurts. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I put advanced material on it. And give it a emissive boost. This is a weird-ass cupcake. Okay, now we're making them chunky. Okay, now it's chunky. I mean, that's interesting, right? We still have many other little, Okay, what happens if I make this? Alright, man. It's interesting. Not sure exactly what's going on here, but, it's interesting. Oh, look at that! It looks like little gems. Okay, here. Little gems. I've hatched another idea. What about flowers? Yeah, the flowers would be cute, actually. I think that would be, the flowers could be good for this kind of thing. So we can, okay, so what we were doing here that was messed up. Okay, check it out. Okay, so. Like rock candy. It's like it has rock candy on it. Delicious. Well, rock candy honestly doesn't taste that good. Okay. Yeah, gems. Okay, see, so what happened here was that when I was doing my distortion, this is so aesthetic, honestly. When I was doing my distortion for this custom advanced material, I messed up because I was taking it and I was making it higher. I was taking this value and I was making it higher, so it was turning them kind of inside out. But if I were to take it and drag it in this direction, I think we might be better off if we were to drag it lower. Now how in the heck? Okay, so we're gonna drag this distortion amount. We'll make it so that they are bigger. Then we turn the faceting. Okay, so then we do this. Then we turn faceted on. And then it gives it those facets so that it looks like little gems. Okay, what if we make it less metallic? Okay. I think we've really discovered something here. We can make them emissive. I think we've really discovered something. Make the roughness go down. Okay, so definitely we are understanding that these cactus spikes are way more than at first you would think, right? What does specular mean? I'm never gonna fucking understand it. I'm never gonna understand it. Looks like it makes it shiny. Okay, distortion speed. Ha! It's like jelly gems. Jelly gems. Wow, jelly gems. Did you even know that you wanted jelly gems? Because they're good. Alright, so maybe if you want jelly gems, that's what you got. Now let's check out our cave and see what's happening to the cave now. Now this cave looks a lot cooler, am I right? Because it's the jelly gems cave. Let's go in there and see what happens. I know, it's just really fun, like, pushing things to their limits. So here we are in the jelly gems cave. That's trippy. That is real trippy. Wow. Yeah, time to start an Etsy business called Jelly Gems. Ugh, I'm sure that already is a thing, but it does sound nice. Okay, yeah, so that's great. That's something that you can do if you feel so inclined, is you can create those really interesting jelly gems. Also, here we are with And also they're in the grass, I guess, which I didn't remember that I did that, so that's fun. Yeah, these are real trippy. And I think this cupcake is real cute. It's like a rock candy cupcake. Right. Anyway, so that worked out. That did something interesting. Was not at all expecting to have that be a thing, so. Can we turn these, let's make the, I don't want the jelly gems in my fairy experience here. I put it invisible. Okay, so I got rid of the jelly gems. Now this is just the fairy stuff. Okay, so really interesting. These are really useful. I could really see these being useful. These spikies. Yeah, I could see these being a lot of fun. Let's see what happens if we make the barrel invisible. Okay. All right, so then we have these. Wonder if I can make them stretch. All right. You know, okay. So, let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. There's just a lot you can do with that. I'm really excited about that. So, we have this and this, and so we have been only using like a couple of the little cacti. We have not even messed with these. Interesting. So let's see. We have these tall ones, and we also have these prickly pear ones. Here's a prickly pear one. All right. Let's put this at 0, 0, 0. Let's take this out of this group. Let's put this at 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now let's move our cupcake because it's at the center. We don't need the cupcake anymore. I think I just called it frosting. Okay. Cool. Let's get this back. Low battery, close. We're back. All right. Okay. 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 I had to plug in my camera. Okay. But we're back. Okay. We're back. Okay, so I wanted to play around with the pair. Okay, this one. Maybe this one. Is this one at 0, 0? Okay. So what can we do with this? Yeah, we can try making pieces of it invisible. See what happens there. All right, we could get rid of the spines. Let's just put basic on it. Okay. So it's just this kind of interesting. Let's make these invisible too. Okay, so now we just have this shape. Let's see what happens if we like stretch it out. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure how useful that is. Okay. So, we have flattened it out. You could kind of use this as like a stepping stones, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you could maybe this could be like rocks or something. I'm not sure how useful this would be to you, but you know, maybe. Could be like some sort of rock formation. Okay, now it's rocks. So, sure. If you wanted to have rocks, you could turn your cactus into rocks. And I'm not sure why you would want that, but you could. Make it like, oh, you know what? That's like kind of cool, though. Maybe someone wants that. Maybe that's kind of cool. So yeah, I've taken our cactus and I have turned it into a rock, some rocks balancing on each other, which is kind of fun, right? I don't see why not. I don't see why not make some rocks. Might be interesting to see if we can do that with one of these big, so we have these big, like, you know, groups of cacti here. And I'm wondering what would happen if we took these and we made them all like a rock formation. Put it in the center. Cactus cluster. It's called a cactus cluster. So it has a bunch of different cacti inside of it. So let's make it big. And then let's do some interesting stuff with the size of it. Let's move this jelly stuff. It's too much jellies. Get it out of here. All right. So these are some interesting shapes. Maybe make them longer. Okay. Okay. Now what happens if I make this invisible? Okay. What if I turn this into our little special gems, right? That's our advanced material. And then okay. So now I have turned this into these gems, which are advanced material. Now I'm going to take make the cactus part invisible, make these things invisible. Okay. And I'm going to turn the cactus into, what if I did this too? Okay, so now it's like even more of that stuff. Ooh, okay. That's kind of fun. Or I could use cliff. Okay, so now we have a bunch of rocks that have a cliff material on them. Now, why isn't it coloring? Oh, here, cliff. Okay, so here's what I've done here. I've taken this cactus cluster, right? Oh, we got some stuff. Looked like a rocket, but I was wrong. Interesting. Oh, was it one of the cacti looked like a rocket? Maybe. But that's a nice cloud behind it. Huh. Okay. Alright. This music has like a little sound in it that kind of sounds like my text messaging sound, so I keep thinking I'm getting text. Okay. Okay, so this is what I've created. We have a bunch of cacti, right? And they have the spikes on them have been turned into fancy gems using advanced material, and I have put cliff material on the cacti. So now we have this weird little kind of alien looking thing here, which is pretty neat. And this is only one object, which is that's pretty cool that you could achieve having all of these weird rock formations in your game just using this one object with this cactus cluster and putting different materials on your cactus cluster that are kind of unusual. That's pretty fun. Now, what happens if we use... Now, we do have these... Where's my cactus cluster? Okay. Now, we do have... In this cactus cluster, we also have different details. We have... What is this one? Okay, so these are these guys. So we could give this another material... We could give it that custom advanced material, but we could give it a color override, so it would be a little different, right? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we can do a lot with, like, variety here. All right. I wanted to get this invisible, so I wanted to turn these to our advanced material that we were using before. All right, but then give them a different color override. No, that's not right. Give them a different color override here. So now we have some other colors. So that's kind of fun, right? So we have different colors. And then what about the... what about our flowers? Okay, so we do have our flowers. We could use a different material, different custom advanced. I don't know. What happens if we flip it over? Yeah, I mean, similar. It's just a weird formation. I think it's cool. I like it. It's very weird alien vibes, right? I think it's better the other way because it looks less like a cactus because it's flipped over. But it does look kind of like a plant, like alien plants, right? Instead of rocks, we could give this a different material. Instead of cliff, we could give it a amethyst, huh? Yeah, you can mess around with this. You could get it. You could do a lot with this. Okay, so that's one thing you can do with this cactus cluster. Now, the other idea with the cactus cluster is making it really small instead of really big. And I wonder if there would be interesting stuff to do with that. Like, for example, where is our cupcake? So what if we use a cactus cluster? So this is a cactus cluster, and it has that custom advanced material on it. That's interesting. But where's my cactus cluster? Now, what if instead of this, what if I did Shiny. Shiny plastic. Copy. Paste. This is interesting. Okay, so when you make it... I wanted to see if it would be... So I was just thinking it could be like sprinkles, right? I'm not quite sure if it works, but maybe. I mean, I feel like there's some sort of thing you could do with it, but I'm not sure. What if... Okay, let's make this. I'm not sure what I was trying to achieve here. I'm not sure. I mean, it's an interesting shape. It's interesting. I'm trying to make it kind of fit here so that it doesn't look like it's floating, but huh. Now, what if I did this and then that? Then I flip it. Huh. Kind of cool. And what if we made it like I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. But, sure. If you wanted to do this sort of weird, thing, I guess you could. It still looks like cacti because I accidentally, like, the colors I chose for it just happen to be, like, cactus colors. Okay, so it's interesting. I could turn these invisible. I think Core wants me to take a break and come back. I have to close it and open it up again. At least I look awesome today. Got like a half hour left. Because I tried to aim for 2 hours. Look, I can make myself invisible. Do you see that? Alright. Okay, we're back in Cactusville. Don't worry, we're back. Okay, so this is, I was still trying to do sprinkly stuff. Let's get this cactus. I'm gonna make this invisible. Custom invisible. Just regular invisible. Okay, so, okay. So, when I got rid of, like, well, these are interesting. Okay, so I got rid of, like, half of the cactus shapes here. And then I just kept, like, the little fruit parts. And now we have something interesting that I feel like you could use this. Looks like sesame seeds to me. So maybe if you had, like, a big hamburger bun, you could put sesame seeds on it. The issue is that it always is kind of floating, like... Interesting. This is kind of cute. Look at that. You can make it go like bloop, 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 bloop. I mean, I like this. But yeah, I'm not sure. I've been playing around with this too long. I think we get it. It's kind of a fun, it's an interesting... It's interesting. I'm still trying to figure it out. I feel like I'll be continuing to figure this out. What this is good for. But yeah, it's kind of cute. What if this was what if this was like a sphere? Would they work better on it if it were a sphere? Not really. Oh, okay. So this is what I was trying to kind of achieve, is for them to be just kind of sitting on top of it. They look so much like sesame seeds. Okay, so now there are sesame seeds. And this could be a hamburger bun. I'll get rid of this. And I'll make this a hamburger bun. I will make this, give it a... Are sesame seeds, like, what color are they? Is that right? It's just not, I'm trying to make it stuff that it doesn't want to do. But, you know, we've got something. Okay, so, because sometimes it's fun to take these materials and take these objects and make them really big or make them really small and see if we can get something different going on. What else do we have? Oh, so we have these really tall friends over here. And what can we do with these to make them more interesting? So we've got this guy. Let's take this one. Let's put it at the origin. Okay. Let's make it big. All right, here's this friend. Now, what happens if we could squish it so that it's like a... We could squish it. Squish it in which direction? Ooh, okay, we made it like super thin. I don't know, is that useful? Maybe. Could use it for some sort of stick. Alright, that's kind of fun. So it's always going to have that ridge kind of vibe there. See, this is like, it's really skinny, but it still looks like it's 3D because of these ridges. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm not sure what that means or what we would do with that, but it's interesting. So it's kind of like a cartoony vibe here. That's kind of fun. Looks like a prop for like a play or something. Let's see what happens if we make it like... Let's get it back to its normal dimensions. Okay. Alright, so I just squished it down really flat. And now we have this thing. Okay, so we have this shape. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it could be kind of a flower vibe. Oh, I'm interested in this. Okay. So what if I take this, I get rid of the spikies. Okay. What if I put... Alright. If I make this like yellow. Oh, hell yeah! Do you see what I did? I made a flower. It's pretty. Okay. Now. So that's a 2. Okay, not bad. Not bad, okay? This is a flower. It's only 2 objects and it has all of those petals. So let's put them together in a group. Control G. This is not bad. This is like pretty good. Okay. Why is it not allowing me to choose the whole group? Okay, wait, these are supposed to be in a group. Okay, so it looks kind of messed up from this side. So your choice is that you have to, this is the better side for your flower, right? This side is weird. That's not right. But what if you do... Okay, yeah, so it has to be like that. Now, yeah, okay, that's cool. So we would put, these are like the flower petals, right? Then we would put, we needed a center for the flower. So for the center for the flower, we could use one of our cacti. Use one of these things. Here, wait. Let's use one of these cacti barrel. Okay. Wait, this is so good. We're doing a great job today. This is amazing. So we have like a cute little flower. Then we can change this base. We can change this material to... And we can get our spikes back. We can get our spikes back. What if we used, here's a material. Here's a new material that we have. Desert cactus. Copy. And put it in here. Paste. Interesting. Brown. Did you know brown is just dark orange? It's not even its own color. It's just dark orange. Or orange is just light brown. Who knows? I think orange is just light brown. Okay. I don't like that color. Okay. That's kind of fun. Tiling. Whoa, that's fun. Yo, look at that. What? This is like leopard print almost. It looks like leopard print. Can we make it look more like leopard print? From far away, I mean. Okay, so this is our flower. Let's just keep that going. Let's give this, yeah, it looks like leopard print. We're gonna have to explore this. Let's take this flower and let's give this flower a different material. Basic cloud, interesting. I have to give this flower a nice material. Yeah, but we definitely need to experiment with this leopard print system that we have here, because that's awesome. Create custom material. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, honestly. I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know if it's good. I might be done with this flower. I have to just get rid of the flower in the center. I don't know. It's not good. Just invisible. Okay. So I've created a flower here, but as I was creating this flower, oh, bye Chompigator, see ya. As I was creating this flower, the center for this flower, I realized something that is very cool, which is that this looks like a leopard print. If I were to look closer at it, yeah, so this is kind of a leopard print, and I want to, first of all, I think this flower is really cute. Well, let's make it small and see. It's gonna look even better small, so we can put it in our our little fairy display over here, right? So we'll just put this with the other flowers then. So here's an example of a flower that you could have in your little fairy world, and this is 2 objects to make this nice little thing. It works pretty well. I'm trying to orbit around it. There. Okay, so here's a little flower you can make with 2 objects. I like it. I think it's great. Next, we are going to do something. We need to make it leopard print. Am I right? So we need to, this is the custom material that we're using here. We need to create a leopard print system. So what is an object that would be good to make leopard, give it a leopard print vibe? So if we look in our basic shapes, I would think maybe in our props we might find something. Skull, chair, maybe like a sofa or something. Maybe curtains. Yeah, curtains. I like that. All right, let's put curtains in the scene. Whatever. Where's my... Oops, I lost my curtains. Let's get them back. All right. Okay, here's my curtains. And I want to give these curtains a leopard print material, which I think that we might be able to do using this new, using this cool new, cactus material, right? So this is like if you have like cute leopard print curtains in your house. Okay, so let's do, turn off smart materials. Let's grab that cactus. Oh, here's the one that we were already using. Oh, that's not right. We want to use this one. Okay, not that one. Although that is nice. Stripy curtains. Okay, that's good to know. Shiny. Okay, so this is the thing that I thought. Looks spooky. Looks kind of messed up. But, so what we're trying to do is, we want it to be rough, like a fur kind of texture, right? So we need to probably override the roughness. So I put it like 10. Now it's extra rough. I wonder if I could do it even more. Okay. Or what would happen if we made it like, we can make it like super shiny, which is fun. Ooh. It's like satiny. That's kind of fun, actually. Ooh, okay. Should it be like satiny? Or should I make it rough? Maybe I should make it edge brightness, edge roughness. Okay, so we're gonna go back to like... Okay, so we made it rough. Invert metallic. Huh. Invert metallic. I can't tell what that does. I can't tell what that is doing to our material, if that's good or not. I don't think it is good. U offset, V offset. Gradient. A gradient might be good. Yeah. Okay. I think the gradient is good. Okay, gradient fall off. Gradient. Gradient direction. Gradient. Okay, U tiling, V tiling. I think I need to look at a picture of leopard print. All right, we need to look at a picture of leopard print. We need a picture of leopard print. Let's do this. Okay. All right, let's go to leopard. I don't know if I spelled that right. Images. All right, so here are some images telling us what that looks like. Let's get those references. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. All right, let's open up Pure Rough. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, let's grab some of these and put them into our references. So this is kind of a realistic one. I like that. Classy. I like this. I like that this is fun colors. Dang, I like that. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, this is what we got here. I think the two that I have are probably pretty good. There's one that's like very simplified. Maybe that one. Okay. All right. So here's some examples of leopard print that we like. so we'll leave these. We'll put these here. Here's our leopard print examples. So we are going to just see what we can do to this. I mean, we're close, I guess. So we're going to see what we can do to this to make it look like the leopard print. Right away, I'm noticing that I made the inside of my dots is a lighter color. And that's not what it's supposed to look like. So we'll make it the same color as this, maybe. Okay. And it looks like actually this is like a lighter color. Ew. That's like a weird sickly color. It needs to be more orangey. You know, I don't know. I think it's like kind of good. Lights. Emissive boost. Oh, it can have lights on it. That might be good for some thing. Okay. So I think this looks like leopard print. I kind of do. I think it's not bad. Looks like that one. Now, we could copy and paste this. We could make another one. Is this good enough? I think this is good enough. The tiling. Ugh, it looks kind of like gross eyes. Seems like this can kind of like fill some of the same vibes that leather tufted is good for. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna say that's like kind of a leopard print. I think it's fine. Let's take that and let's duplicate it. And we'll make another one. Okay, so let's make another one because I like that this one is pink. I think that's fun. So let's try that. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, we're gonna make a new custom material. Let's get our project content. Is that our project content? Okay, so let's go into my materials. I'm gonna take, I think it's custom desert, this one. I'll duplicate it. Whatever, I just called it 2. Can I just put it onto that? Okay. Oh, okay, so we need to change this material. Okay. So we're looking at this pink. I think this pink is fun. Okay. And it has copy this material, paste this material. No, we're not going to do emissive. Paste this material and make it a little bit darker. Okay, so there's a pink fun pink grady, like a fun pink ooh, okay. Yes. That is fun. So this is like a pink and a blue one. It's like half pink, half blue. I mean, I'm so predictable. I always end up doing pink and blue stuff, but I just really like those colors. Now, the gradient, we could make it... Oh, what is happening here? So this is making it into kind of a stripey situation. Okay. Interesting. I like that. This makes it look kind of like tie-dye vibes, right? This is very nice. This is very like 90s kid. I think that's a triumph. I really like it. We could put a different, we could just take this material and put it on the little sash thing. Wow, incredible. We really, okay, seriously? I did not think I was going to get a leopard print fabric out of this update. I did not think that was going to happen, but we did. Look at this. This is really, this is what this is. This is like, I mean, if you look closer, these little dots are kind of weird. So it's not a perfect leopard print, right? But, you know, it like gets the job done, right? So look. Here I am. These are my leopard print. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Deep, deep. Wow. Seriously? I feel like I'm a genius. What's the... Yeah, I'm a genius. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's 8. Cool. So I finished up the leopard print right as 8 o'clock happened. Now let's take a tour and see what it is that we have here. We have our fairy forest using like disappearing the cactus and the cactus part and just leaving the flowers. We also have a flower that I've created by squishing a cactus. We have a pumpkin. Not great, but it's here. And we also have these rock formations. Pretty cool. It's very alien vibes. I think it's pretty fun. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do by changing the shape of these spikies of the thorns to make them look like that's using the advanced material that we did that. And that's basically what we did. We also made the jelly spikes cave or whatever, the jelly gems. This kind of trippy, sort of unsettling situation here. I think my favorite thing that I've done tonight is the last thing that I did, which was leopard print. So let me know, let me know if you have any, what your favorite thing is that we did today. For me, 100% leopard print is just a revelation. I'm very excited about leopard print. Look at that. It looks the same. Incredible. All right. Yeah, so thank you for joining the core patch unboxing every other week. Not every week, but every other week we do this stream because that's when the core patches are released. That's when core gives us new fun stuff to play with, and that's what we did today. So, and thanks to Chompigator for the exciting Discord post that we could look at together. That was pretty fun. These things. Yeah, really neat. So we had a good time. I will see you on Sunday, every Sunday from 11 to 1. And I have a tutorial coming out that I keep saying is coming out, and it keeps not being done, but it's going to be done pretty soon. I'm just such a perfectionist. So thank you, everybody. Keep creating, keep playing. I believe in you.